Hi, my name is Samantha Hill, and I would like to welcome you to the Karatbars Elite Group. Today, I am going to share with you an aggressive but simple 12-week plan to true financial freedom and independence. So for a one-time 800 or $2,000, you will have the opportunity to generate 100 to $250,000 or more per week. That is not an error. That's 100 to $250,000 or more per week. Now, I know you're probably saying that some don't even make that in a year, not even a month. How on earth is that possible per week? So, what I'm going to ask you to do is to block out all background interference and focus on this entire presentation. And at the end, you're going to have all the information and the facts that you need to be able to make a more informed decision on if the Karatbars Elite Group is for you. I'm going to also include this disclaimer. Results will vary based upon your actions and following the 12-week plan. What is the Karatbars Elite Group? It's a group of like minded individuals coming together to create exponential cash flow. It's also a group of individuals looking to protect their money from inflation, from unnecessary penalties, and from taking high risk. We also are going to see in this presentation what makes this group different. Who is this group for? What are we doing? And how do we accomplish this goal? So let's talk about the foundation to wealth building. In the Prosperity by Faith movement, our is on the foundation to wealth building. So, what are we doing? We are building a long term foundation for financial success. I'm going to repeat that again. We are building a long term foundation for financial success. So, this is not a get rich in 30, 60, 90-day scheme or hype. It's not a network marketing or MLM company or opportunity. So our focus is on the five pillars to wealth. Our first pillar is creating cash flow. You need that in, I don't care if you're running a business, if you're investing, running a project, whatever you're doing, you need cash flow. So that's our first pillar. Our second is buying precious metals. And we're not just talking about buying gold and silver coins, and you're going to see that throughout this presentation. Third is an infinite banking system. This is definitely one of the things that set us apart from any other group or team, and that is the fact that we educate on the importance of having your own infinite banking system. This is leverage, this is power. So when you want to talk about becoming debt free and paying off debts, and when you're acquiring items and things of that nature, you want to do it through your own infinite banking system. You want to become your own lender, and you're going to loan yourself cash, pay it back, and keep reusing your money and leveraging it over and over again. And we share that in the Prosperity by Faith movement. Also, trading in various markets. Our founder of this movement is a actual stock trader. So on every Tuesday morning, he teach our members how to trade in various markets. So that's an additional benefit of being a member of the movement as well as the Karatbars Elite Group. And then fifth, our pillar is acquiring commercial real estate. So we educate on also building your asset base through real estate. Now, you might not take part in all five pillars to wealth, but these are important in building a long-term foundation for financial success. But in this presentation, we're going to focus on the first two pillars, and that's creating cash flow and buying precious metals. So, who is the Karatbars Elite Group for? For individuals of like mind. That's key. That's crucial. We're looking for individuals of like mind that want to partner with us in creating exponential cash flow as well as protecting their money from inflation, against unnecessary penalties, and taking high risk. But let's be a little bit more specific here. I want to talk about leaders of organizations and teams. If you're a leader of an organization within your community and your focus is on educating and teaching individuals to become financially free or debt free, you definitely want to be a part of the Karatbars elite group, as well as teams and organizations that are a part of network marketing and MLM type opportunities. We're saying don't stop doing what you're doing. But my question to you is, what are you doing with the money that you are generating and obtaining? Are you protecting your assets? Are you building assets? Are you protecting your money from inflation? As well as accountants. It's very important that you educate your clients on how to protect their assets, correct? How you reduce their tax bracket also. So you want to definitely stay focused on this presentation so you can see how you can also build your income base along with the clients that you have. So when you no longer want to do or practice being an accountant, you still have a strong weekly passive income available not only for just you, but for your clients as well. And then entrepreneurs, you want to diversify, you want to protect yourself. Attorneys, the same thing. When you don't want to practice law anymore, professional artists, you're working hard, you're traveling, you're building, you're creating this wealth. What are you doing to protect yourself? We know we can't keep our money up under the mattress. What is it doing? It's not working for us. Savings accounts, that's pretty much a joke now these days. Sometimes you even lose money putting it in a savings account. And CDs, can you believe they're still marketing? Put your money in a CD to get like a 1.2% annual percentage yield or 1.5. That's a joke. And then if you try to take it back, you're going to get penalized for wanting to get access to your own money. Really? Business owners, when you no longer want to do a brick and mortar or no longer provide that service. Doctors, when you no longer want to practice medicine, what is your long-term plan? Insurance agents, we should be educating individuals on money, understanding money, not just putting together policies for after death. What about your family and generations to come? Financial planners, this is huge for you. If you are not incorporating this 12-week plan with everyone that you're putting together a financial plan for, you're truly going to be doing them a disservice. And you'll see why as we continue with this presentation. Professional athletes, many of you seen the documentary on how they have generated millions of dollars and now they're broke. Okay, you gotta have a plan. There used to be a time when it says that you need a plan B in case plan A fail. Well, we know in this economy you need a plan A and B working together simultaneously. And then students, anyone 18 years or older, we've been told the story that we need to go to school, go to college, and get a degree, and then all is well. No, it's not. A degree does not promise you anything. A degree does not promise you wealth. If your goal is to be wealthy, you're not going to do it with a degree looking for a job where somebody else is dictating on what you're worth. Okay, now a degree is important, education is important. Please do not misunderstand me. But you should be focused on positioning yourself to be the entrepreneur, to be the consultant, to be in control of your destiny, not waiting on someone else to tell you what you're worth. And then at any given time, they can let you go. No, 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 no. You should be striving for financial freedom and then doing what you want to be doing for what you're passionate about. As well as investors, really, really key here. When you see this entire presentation, you're going to see how you can reduce your risk and the risk of your clients by generating this wealth. Remember, we're talking about 100 to $250,000 per week, and you should get real excited and be jumping out your seats by the end of this presentation. And educators, I saved you for last because once you are aware of this information, it should be a part of every educator's platform to educate individuals all around the world on the opportunity that we have available. This has not always been around, but now we have leverage for creating long term passive weekly income that can be able to change lives and truly produce financial freedom. And of course, the list goes on and on. I did not do them in any specific order, but I just want to break it down so you can begin to think. So if you fit one of these categories or you know of anyone in any of these categories, then the Karatbars Elite group is going to be for you and for them. So our system includes a team working 7 days a week, live support on and offline, various marketing systems to help you to achieve this goal, placement assistance for those that you refer. And let me expound upon that for just a moment. I named many professional groups here that your schedule is just busy. You are truly working your business to be successful and to be in the position or income bracket that you're in. But I want to let you know that we have an assistance team available for as you refer individuals to this 12-week plan and strategy that will be able to assist those individuals, get their questions answered, and get them into the system while you're still working and doing what you're doing. Also, don't forget our five pillars of wealth. One, creating cash flow. Two, buying precious metals. Three, your own infinite banking system. Four, trading in various markets. And five, commercial real estate. So those are the things that separate us from any other group. So how do we create this cash flow? That's the most important thing I'm sure you all want to know. But before I can even go any further, I have to talk about the movement of money. When people get paid on their jobs from their employer, money moves. When we as business owners get paid for providing a service or a product, money moves. People spend money, money moves. People use the ATM machine, money moves. When you buy goods and services, money moves. When people save or invest, money moves. Money is moving 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And most importantly, there is no shortage of it. We just have to be educated on how to position ourselves in the flow of money while money is moving. So, what do we have to do? We have to move money the correct way. And that's what I'm going to present to you today, the correct movement of money. But I also want to share with you the stock market because many individuals are involved in the stock market. And we know that money moves in the stock market. Whether stock is going up, down, sideways, money is moving. But what have these individuals done? They have positioned themselves in the movement of money. So in most cases, whether you make a profit or not, they're still making money. Every transaction has some type of fee or movement of money involved. They have positioned themselves, whether there's a win or a loss, to be in the flow of the movement of money. Then I want to talk about leveraging the power of gold because we talked about in our second pillar buying precious metals here. So let's talk about gold for just a moment. Back in 1936, 1 ounce of gold was about $34.87. And at that time, with that, you can buy a suit, maybe a pair of shoes, put some gas in your car, go out to dinner, and maybe even catch some form of entertainment and have a little bit of change left over. Gold now, 1 ounce is about $1,300 to $1,400, and it fluctuates, but it can still do the same thing now as it could back in the 1930s. However, that $34.87 now couldn't even do put a dent in what you could do with it back in the 1930s. You'll be lucky if you can go to the movies with you and maybe a couple others and get some popcorn. So to be able to do the same thing now, you would need to add an additional $1,200 to $1,300 to have the same leverage of the same ounce of gold from back then and now. Let me give you another analogy here of the buying power when we're talking about gold. 40 years ago, a gram of gold would buy you about 5 loaves of bread. Today, a gram of gold would buy you about 20 loaves of bread. Okay, no loss there. However, 40 years ago, a dollar would have bought you about 4 loaves of bread. Today, a dollar might not even get you a half a loaf of bread. Do you understand where I'm going with this? We're talking about protecting your money from inflation. And how do you do that? You do it with gold. Gold is real money. So today we're going to talk about gold as a currency of exchange. We're not talking about gold coins. We're talking about a currency grade of gold. So, what we would like to do is introduce you to Karatbars International. This is the vehicle of choice to be able to generate cash flow, which is our pillar number one, as well as pillar number two, buying precious metals. So, Karatbars International's home office is in Stuttgart, Germany, founded by Harold Seiss, and it's approximately over 3.5 years in business, doing business in Germany, licensed to do business under Germany's law. Here, the gold we're talking about is a 999.9 currency grade gold. That's crucial. Available in over 90 countries, being delivered in about 58 countries. So, in this program, this 12-week plan, you're going to have gold coming directly to you, or you can have it stored for free in a secure location. So I said this is not a network marketing or MLM type of company or business. This is a business that conducts business in gold on a daily basis. But what they've done is added an affiliates reward program in which they're going to pay us to save and move money the correct way. It's absolutely amazing. As a matter of fact, it's actually ingenious. And you will see the power of what we have in our hands right now and how we can generate that 100 to $250,000 per week. So, emphasis once again, before we can go any further, you have to understand that this is a currency grade gold, London Good Delivery grade of gold, LBMA certified, doing business from the refinery. 999.9 24 karat currency grade gold. This is gold as money, not gold as a collector's item or an investor's item. This is gold as money. Okay? So, what's the problem that we've had with gold? Large bars of gold, few can afford it. But when we do gold at 1 gram or 2.5 or 5 grams at a time, now everybody can afford it. So we're talking about mindset here. How do we position ourselves and protect our money from inflation? Because the government is playing games. Money is no longer backed by gold, that fiat currency, that paper money, ever since 1971 when President Nixon took away the backing of gold from the paper money. It's worthless. It's really fiat paper money, and inflation is just eating it up. So you definitely want to think about making that transition. But this program that I'm getting ready to really break down and share with you is truly going to blow your mind. And I can say that confidently. So let's talk about velocity for a minute because we're in complete control here. And that's the power of the Karatbars Elite Group. We're in control. Look at this picture here on the left hand side. You got water that's stagnant. Now, if you understand energy, there is movement in everything. There's always movement, but you can barely see the movement of that water. But in the picture on the right hand side, you can see the power, the aggressiveness of this water moving in this picture here. So what I want to say is the frequency, the volume, and the velocity of money movement into what we call a savings, a goal savings plan is going to be based upon us. Okay, and you're going to see the power of that here in just a moment. So, what are we talking about again? A 12-week plan, not a 2-week plan, 4-week plan, or 6-week plan. A 12-week plan to financial freedom and independence. So, if you do what we share with you in regards to starting your goal savings plan today, you will have the ability to create a passive weekly residual income of $100 to $250,000 per week. Now, this is based upon whether gold is $100 an ounce or $2,000 an ounce. It does not matter. Now, the money that we're displaying today is in US dollars. Now, I want many of you, especially my investors and my savvy individuals, this company is out of Stuttgart, Germany. So they pay and reward in euros. Not US dollars. That's for this presentation. They pay and reward in euros. And we're going to show you how you have access to those rewards and those earnings a little bit later in this presentation. So what I want you to do is think about focusing for the next 3 months. That's 12 weeks, 90 days on how we truly can accomplish this goal of $100 to $250,000 per week. Before we get there, we talked about exponential cash flow, right? So most of you already know this, but I have to do my due diligence and share this information so individuals can understand exponential growth, especially from a cash flow standpoint. So there's a question. Would you take a penny doubled every day? Or would you take 5,000 per day given to you for 31 days straight? Or would you take $1 million placed in your hand today? Because you say, I'd rather have that $1 million because a bird in a hand beats two in a bush, right? Remember that old saying? All right, so let's take a look at this. All right, so for those of you that said I'll take the 5,000 for 31 days, all you got is a measly $155,000. Now I know for some that might be quite a bit of money. For those of you that said, I'll take the $1 million in my hands today, I want to share with those that do not understand a penny doubling for 31 days. So, in day number 1, you got 1 cent. That's where we're starting off, that penny. By day 3, you at 4 cents. Day 6, you at 32 cents. Day 9, a whopping $2.56. I know that person that took that 155,000 is just laughing. Well, the one who took a million is truly, I mean, they just rolling on the floor laughing. But let's look at day 19, $2,621.44. You're still laughing. Day 20, still compounding daily, doubling every single day. Day 20, 5,242. Both of you, those that took the 5,000 for 31 days and the million, still laughing. Let's jump all the way to day number 25. By day 25, you're at $167,772.16. Now you've exceeded that person that took that 155,000 for 31 days. But then if we jump to day 28, you're at 1,342,177 and 28 cents. Now you've exceeded that person that took a million in the hand. At day 29, 2,684,354. Remember, it's doubling every single day. By day 30, you're already at 5,368,709. What are we emphasizing here? When you talk about a plan, that 12-week plan, you got to stay the course, because the person staying the course of that 31 days, at the end of 31 days of that penny doubling, you're at $10,737,418.24. Wow, that's powerful. So as I begin to show the next slides to you, think about exponential growth, stay in the course, working the 12-week plan. So if we talked about that 800 or $2,000, a gold member is at $800. So what do you have to do? Okay, because that's what you're probably wondering. All right, Samantha, what do I have to do? You just need to tell 2 people. Yep, we're talking about the power of 2 people. But why on earth would you not want to share how somebody can protect their money from inflation, against unnecessary penalties, and quit taking unnecessary risks to generate the type of income that we're sharing? So when you invite two people to do the same thing, remember we talked about a group of individuals, like-minded people, you're going to get $383, right? A whopping $383. Remember, we're talking about exponential growth. Stay the course. It's a 12-week plan. Let's jump all the way down to week number 5. Everybody got two. We got to duplicate that two. So these two got two, they got two. We down to week number 5. That's 32 people altogether. That's not a lot of people. You're already at $1,463 by being a gold member per week. Now remember, we're still working the system. Everybody's bringing in their two. So by the time we get to week number 8, you're only talking about 250 people, a little over 250 people. You're already at $12,243. Now, if you've been a part of any network marketing company or MLM, you know that you need way more than any 250 people to be at a 12,000 per week income. So by the time we get down to week number 10, you're talking about a little over 1,000 people. You're at 49,203. I don't want you to focus on the number of people because you're talking about a very aggressive group here. Remember, we showed that velocity. Everybody's going to be getting there too. But many of you, your circle of influence consists of more than two. Right? So we can accelerate this process here. We don't have to take 12 weeks. We don't have to stop at 2. You would want to tell everyone that you know, and if your circle of influence don't include more than 2 people of like mind, something's wrong with the people that you're associating with. But remember, this is for the elite group. This is not for everybody. We're not even looking for everybody. Okay, this is for like-minded individuals that are serious, that's going to be committed to sharing this aggressive goal savings plans with others. And by the time I finish with this presentation, which is going to be very soon here, I'm telling you, you're going to say, oh my goodness, this is absolutely amazing. So let's just say the perfect world. In 12 weeks, everybody got there too. That's $196,735 per week. Let's go ahead and look at that VIP member. That's the one that will get started in this group at a one time $2,000. You've already instantly given yourself a pay raise. You still got your 2 people of like mind. You're at $814 now. That's a big difference there. Everybody's still doing the same thing, getting there too. So by week 7, with just 128 members, that's $15,912 for the week. Let's go down and look at week 10 again. That same little over 1,000. This is $159,732 for the week. I'm going to show you a comparison in just a moment of the difference of being a gold member or a VIP member. Now, perfect world, in 12 weeks, everybody got 2 coming in at that VIP level. That's a $500,000 in 12 weeks. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing and unheard of. Let's do a comparison here. The VIP versus the gold. Week number 1, just by coming in as a gold member, that's and getting your 2, that's $383. For a VIP, that's $814. Same work, same effort. You just chose to come in at the VIP level. Now, I don't want to discourage anyone. You can upgrade to the VIP level at any time just by paying the difference. Okay? Also, here you can use these earnings to upgrade yourself to the VIP level as well. We're going to show you the power of this system, of this 12-week plan. I mean, again, I got to say it over and over again. It's just absolutely mind-blowing. Let's jump down to week number 6. For a gold, that's $3,003. For a VIP, that's $7,956. Can you see the difference? Same effort. Now, looking at the elite group here, you might fall somewhere in between because some may get started at a gold and some may get started at a VIP. Now, when you come in as a gold, you're going to automatically start receiving gold added to your gold savings plan. Powerful. Powerful. Remember, we're not talking about collector's items of gold. We're talking about currency grade 1 gram, 2.5 gram, or 5 grams of gold. Let's look at week number 10 again. Remember that 49,203 as a gold member? And it's 159,732 for the week as a VIP member. Now remember, you make the choice, but by all means necessary, you truly want to be a VIP member. Now, perfect world, perfect plan, 12 weeks, everybody getting there too. As a gold, that's 196,735. As a VIP, that's a half a million. But find yourself falling somewhere in between. But at any given time, you can take these earnings and upgrade yourself to VIP. Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to be a part of the Karatbars Elite Group? Why do you want to be a part of the Karatbars International? Because what they do is with your earnings, you're going to get this gold. I like to call it a gold debit MasterCard. This card is powerful. It is available all around the world, wherever MasterCard is accepted. So everything that we earn, remember that company pays in euros? It's applied to this card every single week. When you reach 35 euros, and I already showed you immediately just by getting your two, that's a no-brainer. Your card is automatically shipped out to you. All you have to do is activate it, and then your earnings are added to that card weekly. Every Friday, earnings are added to that card. You don't have to request it, you don't have to transfer it, you don't have to do anything. Now, I didn't share with you in this presentation, there's also a monthly reward that's generated. We're talking about income that's mind blowing by just getting started with a goal savings plan. I'm still not finished with this presentation. It's only going to be about 10 more minutes. So hang in there because I'm going somewhere with this. So it's used to move money. This card was the design of the year in Europe. Like I said, no matter what your earnings on, whether it's that 100,000 or half a million, it can be added to this card and used all around the world. I'm going to emphasize that again. We're talking about euros, not US dollars. Okay, available in over 90 countries, gold being shipped and delivered under security and surveillance directly to you. 999.924 karat currency grade gold. What this company is doing? Rewarding us to save gold. So if you've been a part of I got to interject here. If you've been a part of a network marketing company, MLM, or any other type of business opportunity where you had to buy goods and services on a regular basis and it just didn't work out for you, or it is working out for you, but you got a lot of it, what is the worst case scenario that can happen in acquiring 999.9 currency grade gold? You got a lot of gold. Gold that's currency grade. Currency grade. What do I mean by that? I'm saying that this gold here, this gram of gold, whether it's 1 gram, 2.5 grams, or 5 grams, you will be able, beginning in 2014, to have your debit MasterCard, that gold card I like to call it, backed by your gold, as well as use these actual grams that's in these wonderful cards here in stores, in businesses to do business and service. That's what we mean by currency grade. I have to emphasize that. I said we're not talking about collector's coins. These cards right here, this gram right here is approximately about $60 to $65. I mean, based upon the going rate of gold, you'll be able to go into a store and do business with this gram or your grams of gold. Now, we don't suggest you spend them, we saying save them. So now when we talk about that 100,000 or 250,000 a week, that's currency on your card, but you're still going to be acquiring gold as part of your gold savings plan. What else? This card right here is a very powerful card. That card looks like money, but that card will be loaded with money every single week when you follow our aggressive 12-week plan to financial freedom and independence. So, when you get this gold debit MasterCard, again, globally, use it all around the world, internationally, loaded with euros every single week, you're going to be able to acquire this grams of gold. I hope you feel me and understand me in this presentation today. You're going to be having currency, euros, added to this gold card, this gold debit MasterCard, and acquiring gold at the same time, building your gold savings plan. Remember, you can have these grams of gold delivered directly to you or stored for free in a secure location. But you're saving in gold. We're not talking about any type of products or services. We're talking about money, gold money, been around forever and a day before biblical times. Gold, money, no coins, not becoming a collector, but a currency grade gold. So, what is the Karatbars Elite Group action plan? Well, the first thing you want to do is open your gold savings account. And when you open up this account, there are no fees. Did you hear what I said? There are no fees. There's no monthly fees, quarterly fees, annual fees, no nickel and dime. Even when you get your debit gold MasterCard, there are no fees for that card to be shipped to you. It's just going to ship to you automatically as soon as you earn 35 euros. And you can take that 35 times 1.33 for US dollars. That's the equivalent in US dollars. That card is going to be automatically shipped to you. You don't even have to request it. So you want to open up your gold savings account. It doesn't cost you anything to open up your account, but what you want to do is activate your VIP or gold package today. Remember, that's a one-time 800 or $2,000. So let me reiterate and interject here. For a one-time 800 or $2,000 and sharing it with just two people, you already have generated earnings that you're going to begin to acquire grams of gold, never coming out your pocket again, building a asset savings base and acquiring income, a passive weekly income over and over again. Tell me that's not powerful. Tell me that that's never heard of. I don't care what walks of life, what business, what industry that you're in. We're not competing against each other. We're just educating each other, doing what the wealthy do and how the wealthy keeps getting wealthier. So if you're already wealthy, I'm saying welcome to the Karatbars Elite Group. Begin protecting your money from inflation, building your gold savings account, and acquiring that 100 to $250,000 a week or more into your savings plan. So, what else you got to do? You got to just tell somebody else of like mind. That's it. Somebody else of like mind. At least two individuals. I'm going to say that you need to tell everybody. You need to tell your whole circle of influence. If you are in leadership, if you're over any community, I gave you an example of who the elite group is for: your accountants, your lawyers, your doctors, your attorneys, your financial planners, individuals. The list goes on and on and on. You should be excited. You should say, wow, this is mind blowing. This is never heard of. You're absolutely right until today. So this gentleman, Harold Sykes, has gave us the opportunity to create wealth. You talk about that shift in wealth in the economy, but the only way that you can be a part of that shift is to position yourself, is to protect yourself and take action today. So what are you going to do again? You're going to acquire 1 or 2.5 or 5 grams of gold per week as part of your Carries Bar savings plan. but you didn't come out your pocket. You're going to open up your account with that one time 800 or $2,000, and then you're going to begin, after you told two people, once you get your gold debit MasterCard, you're going to begin to acquire grams of gold every single week out of your earnings. I didn't say out of your paycheck, out of your business, out of your earnings that you're going to be generating. You're going to be getting currency grade gold and generating a weekly income of over $100,000 to $250,000. You tell me, where can you go and set up a savings plan like this? Yes, I'm passionate. Yes, I'm getting excited because we have a gold mine here. We have the keys to the vault. The only thing is going to stop you from being a part of this and benefiting from this aggressive 12-week plan to financial freedom and independence is your mindset. You can do all the research you want. This company is solid. This company is debt free. This company is strong. It's doing legitimate business under 90 countries, headquartered in Stuttgart, Germany. Yes, I'm saying take action today for that one time 800 or $2,000 and begin to position yourself with the opportunity to generate 100 to $250,000 or more per week. Remember, these results are going to vary based upon your actions and following this 12-week plan. Not a 2-week, 4-week, or 6-week, but a 12-week plan of action. This elite group is, look at that velocity. We are in complete control. It doesn't have to take you that long. We're saying share this with like-minded individuals. Think about the various marketing systems that's going to be introduced to you to help you make this simple, easy, and very duplicatable. You should be excited. You should be thinking about your children, your grandchildren, your great grandchildren. You should be talking about that shift in wealth, that shift in the economy, and taking part of that. If you haven't done your due diligence, visit karatbarselite.group.org. Educate yourself on understanding money. If you don't understand what's going on with our government, if you don't understand what's going on with the Federal Reserve, if you don't understand fiat paper currency, fiat money, do yourself do a favor and do your due diligence and get educated. Protect yourself. Quit taking unnecessary risk and investment and allowing individuals to play with your money. This is a very powerful savings plan here. The worst case scenario, you got currency grade gold in your hands, making a difference and changing lives. So to get started today, you can contact us by calling 732-903 GOLD. That's 732-903-4653. Or you can Skype us using Karatbars Elite Group as the username, Karatbars Elite Group, or you can send an email to karatbarselite@gmail.com. Again, that's karatbarselite@gmail.com. I hope that what I share with you today is eye opening for those that have ears to hear and for those that have eyes to see, that we have been handed the keys to the vault to not just only change our lives, but change our family lives, change our community, change the lives within our community. Do yourself a favor, do your due diligence, and take control of your household economy. As Dan likes to say, the most important economy is your own household. It's the only economy that you control. And you are the leader, you are the head to be able to make that decision. The government does not care. Educate yourself, make a difference, position yourself for that shift in wealth. Protect your money and your assets. I don't care what business you're in, what industry that you're in. My question to you, what are you doing with the money that you're earning or generating? And if you're not generating enough, then Karatbars International Gold Savings Account is the perfect vehicle to get you there. follow our 12-week plan. Remember, that's an aggressive 12-week plan to financial freedom and success. With that being said, may God continue to bless you and yours. And thank you so much for taking time out to view this entire presentation. So together we can create that shift in the economy that we hear over and over again. So take care and God bless.